Hey guys, Pre-Market9s here, and today we are finally diving back into the rich and confusing world that is shiny Pokemon in old Pokemon games. I have been wanting to do this video ever since I did the last one in Pokemon XD and Coliseum showcasing those ridiculous shinies. It honestly blows my mind that these are even in Pokemon games. They're canon. These are canon shinies that someone coded into these games, and before we get too far into it, yes, I know that doesn't make them wrong just because they're so far from what we know the normal shinies to be. Feel free to call it what you want. They're off-brand. But ever since then, you guys are letting me know that the shinies are even worse in Pokemon Stadium 2, which I don't understand how because, like, the shinies were really bad. To be fair, some of them are correct, some of them just look like the normal Pokemon, but the majority of them are just not correct. And since so many of you guys requested this video, we're gonna take a look at these shinies today. I've never played Pokemon Stadium 2. I played the first one, but this will be my first genuine look at these shiny Pokemon, which makes me extremely excited and terrified. I don't know if I believe they're worse off. If they are, they're gonna be even more fun to look at, but without further ado, let's get into this. Right off the bat, Bulbasaur looks normal, not shiny at all. Ivysaur, it's got a change in color. It doesn't look exactly normal. Same with Venusaur, but it's definitely not the shinies. Their shinies are super green. Charmander owns its shiny. All right. Charmeleon, not so much. It's not really supposed to be pink like that. And Charizard, oh my god! Whoa, whoa, whoa! I gotta pause it. That looks crazy cool. This looks like something off of Smash Bros. It's like, oh, you can't be the normal Charizard? Let's give you this color instead. Holy freaking crap, if I were to change Charizard shiny, I might go with something like this. That looks so cool. Right out the gate, they're hitting us pretty hard. Squirtle, alright, Squirtle. We'll take that. Wartortle looks cool. That's not right. It's not accurate, but it looks good. Blastoise should be pink. Its shell didn't even change. Come on. Caterpie should be a little more gold, but we're not going to nitpick too hard. Metapod is normal. I'm going to do my best not to skip over any because last time I skipped over quite a few just because they look the same. Weedle changes, but not in the right way. Kakuna's good. I feel like so far this game... Oh my god! What? What? That is crazy! A blue freaking Beedrill? Imagine playing through your game and seeing that appear. Holy freaking crap, how did they even come up with that? Man, that doesn't add up. How can a palette swap be that different between a console and a handheld? Dear lord, my heart's racing a little bit. Pidgey is normal. We're back to reality here. I bet all three of these are gonna be exactly as they should be. Holy crap, a blue Beedrill. That is once in a million. Rattata looks really good. Whoa, that's supposed to be like gold. Eradicate's normal. Here we go with Spearow. It still looks bad. It kind of looks normal, but I genuinely just hate. Are you joking? Oh my god, this is exactly what I would make a shiny Fearow. This is what you're supposed to do with shiny Pokemon. You make them look good so that you want them, not that ugly green that Fearow's got, that dirty coat. This looks crazy. This is an Ice Bird. I mistook that for Articuno. These are crazy different. Ekans is different. I like the purple tail, but it's nothing too crazy. Arbok doesn't look bad, but it's supposed to be gold. Pikachu, this is my current shiny hunt at 17,000 for that. Raichu kind of just looks like an old school shiny Raichu, nothing too crazy. There, and Sandshrew is amazing! When you guys told me that these shinies were gonna be way worse or way better or way more different, I had no idea what I was getting into. This is crazy. So cool with that purple. It's like a darkish blue purple. And Sandslash is lackluster at best. That thing doesn't even have the red on it. Nidoran looks pretty normal. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a heart attack with these. Nidorina, pretty normal. Nidoqueen, doesn't look bad, but it doesn't look good. But I don't like normal shiny Nidoqueen, so that's fine. That Nidoran is normal. Nidorino, also normal. Can we do something crazy with Nidoking? No, good old Nidoking. That doesn't look bad. It's not quite the right shade, but I'm not gonna go after it. Clefairy looks normal. Clefable looks normal, which is weird because in the next games, it just has the black tips on the ears. So that's really crazy. I don't know how that happens. Okay, that looks about right, actually, which is also crazy because Ninetales in XD and Coliseum is so off. Jigglypuff is pretty much nailed. Same with Wigglytuff. You can't really go too wrong with those. You can go crazy, but it's pretty easy to get those right. Zubat looks normal. It actually looks cooler with the blue under the wings instead of the pink. And Golbat looks like a dark green instead of the shade that it normally has. Oddish looks crazy. Oddish should be green down there, not blue. That looks so good. And then same with Gloom, but it's not the right shade of blue. And then Vileplume, again, We're getting close to the correct one, but it's just not accurate. Paris has blue eyes, but you know, that's not correct. And then Parasect is pretty spot on. It just goes gold. Venonat, all they had to do was take the blue eyes from Paris and put it on Venonat, but for the most part, these two are accurate. Venonat and Venomoth, I won't nitpick too hard. Those are correct. Diglett, again, just like last time, I'm gonna wait till it gets to Dugtrio. Diglett and Dugtrio are supposed to have blue noses and keep their brown skin. I can't remember if they were this pink in XD and Coliseum, but I know they changed pretty crazy. Meowth here actually looks really good. It looks way better than a normal shiny Meowth. I would notice that in a heartbeat, but Persian, I can't say the same for. Psyduck is freaking purple instead of blue, which is crazy cool. And then Golduck, it should have like an orangish beak, so that's not right. Manky, on the other hand, looks crazy. That thing just had a blue popsicle. Are you joking? Look at that. Clearly, this looks like they took a blue filter and put it over it. We saw that a lot in XD and Coliseum, but it just doesn't make any sense here because Manky is not blue in shiny form. If anything, it goes like more towards green, but even then, I wouldn't even say that. This is just so bizarre. I don't understand it. Maybe it's palette swap. See, Primeape, this isn't accurate either, but he's just like full on pink. But then Growlithe is exactly right. So how are you gonna go from completely wrong on some of these to exactly right on others? Poliwag is 100% spot on. Oh my gosh, they nailed that one. And then let's see what they did for the rest of the line. Poliwhirl, not quite as accurate. It should have just stayed the same blue, but that looks good. And then Poliwrath, this is like the shiny Poliwrath in Generation 2, which is so much better than a normal shiny Poliwrath. You can knock it out of the park, shiny Poliwrath. That looks crazy cool. I wish they kept it like that. And then we've got the Abra line. Nothing too crazy here. I predict that these are gonna look exactly like they normally do. Kadabra and Abra prove that. And then Alakazam doesn't even look like it changes, while Machop goes from a brown to this blue. And then Machoke looks completely normal. I don't understand this at all. This is so interesting to me. I don't get it. Machamp looks like the only thing that changed was his mouth and his belt. And then Bellsprout is pretty accurate. Weeping Bell is not accurate at all. This is not what it is. I would love for Weeping Bell to be this color just simply because it looks so poisonous. It makes so much sense. Same with Victory Bell. I love shiny Victory Bell, I will say that. But this one, you just can't beat it. This looks crazy freaking cool. Here we got Tentacle. Tentacle did change, but not in the right way. This is supposed to be green. Same with Tentacruel. All they did was like basically change the main color of its skin. Geodude almost looks purple. It's supposed to be gold. Same with Graveler. Graveler looks exactly like Geodude. Let's see what they did with Golem. Yeah, it's got the same colors as before. It's not quite accurate. Ponyta, oh my gosh, all they needed was a blue flame, and it doesn't even look like they did anything. It looks like there's like a tiny bit of filter on there with a ton of opacity, and then Slowpoke is straight up purple, and he's supposed to be just like an off-white. Slowbro looks really freaking cool. I'm not gonna knock this one, but it's not as good as the normal one. Magnemite looks normal. It looks like a normal Magnemite, and then Magneton looks like 3 normal Magnemites, so nothing too crazy there. Farfetch'd, I like the blue on the leak right there, but the color of his fur didn't really change. Doduo, I'll let them have. That looks kind of accurate. And then Dodrio, if you got Doduo right, you're not going to mess up Dodrio. Seal's got a nice little blue tongue, but, you know, you can't mess it up too much. These shinies barely change in the first place, so Grimer looks super dark. Grimer's supposed to be green, but it's just super dark. And then Muck here, oh my freaking gosh, Muck looks blue. Shelder, supposed to be gold. Once again, it almost looks pink. And then Cloyster is supposed to be this awesome blue, but here we have just like a nasty color. Haunter looks cool, but it's not hosting the right shade of blue in the mouth. Gengar, once again, this is the same Gengar that we saw in XD and Coliseum. Onyx doesn't change that much at all. Onyx looks pretty normal there. Drowsy looks good. I'll take a Drowsy. Same with Hypno. We're 2 for 2 in that family. That looks really good, actually. I like that. Krabby's accurate. All right, here we go. Let's keep it going. Kingler's pretty accurate too. They're smashing it out of the park now. Voltorb, you know, I think that that's pretty close as well. I'm not gonna go crazy. And then Electrode is too. So they got a nice little string of few, a nice cushion there. All right, now they screwed it up. Execute's supposed to be gold. Executor, this is not even close to correct. Cubone is supposed to be green. Okay, we're back to craziness here. Cubone and Marowak are supposed to have green skin, not blue. If I were to make shiny Cubone and Marowak, I'd probably end up doing something like this because that's what I generally do. White and blue are just my favorite colors on shiny, so I like them, but it just blows my mind that these are accurate. Hitmonlee looks really good. And then Hitmonchan, what the heck is this? Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee have the same color skin. So why is Hitmonlee exactly right, but then you go to Hitmonchan and it's a freaking bluish purple? I don't know how that freaking happens. Lickitung, you guys know it's supposed to be all gold, so that green right there is not completely accurate, but it looks good. Coughing just looks a bit oversaturated, but for the most part, it's accurate. And then pretty much same thing for Wheezing, not quite as saturated there, but definitely the correct colors in the right direction. Rhyhorn's body's good, but they added that little greenish tongue, which looks super good. And then Rhydon is supposed to be like an ugly brownish orange, and it's purple. And then Tangela is spot on. They rocked Tangela. Even got the blue shoes right. Kangaskhan looks crazy. Oh my lord, I love this. Blue shiny Kangaskhan would have me hunting it every single day. It looks so much better than the normal shiny Kangaskhan. The only reason I like shiny Kangaskhan in the first place is just based on the fact that it's so rare and so many people don't have it. But when it comes here, I feel like so many more people would go after it if it had a shiny like this. Horsey is pretty accurate. The Horsey line is probably really pretty accurate. Seadra should be way darker than that. It almost looks green, and it's supposed to almost look purple. Goldeen is spot on. I like what they did with Seeking's tail and its eye. What the heck is going on there? Staryu looks like it was dipped in freaking paint. I just don't understand how when they're supposed to be such a different color, this is supposed to be like almost a white. How does it go from almost a white to freaking blue? Starmie, looks like they just took the color off of it. Mr. Mime doesn't look shiny at all. Mr. Mime's supposed to have green on it. Scyther looks absolutely insane. This is crazy. This is red. It's supposed to be a darkish green. It's supposed to barely change. And this thing is completely red like Scizor. This is absolutely insane. I can't believe that this is in the game. This is actually a shiny Pokemon in a real Pokemon game. Jinx looks like she had a hair malfunction, like she accidentally used the wrong hair dye. And Electabuzz is almost accurate. I'd say that that's pretty accurate. Magmar is pretty accurate too for what it is. I'll give him that one. But oh my gosh, I know it may seem like I'm overreacting, but for real, these blow my mind. Tauros is supposed to be a bright green. This is like an orange. It almost doesn't even look like it changed that much. Magikarp has some weird greenish tint to it, but it's accurate. And then Gyarados is just perfect. Gyarados is exactly right. Lapras too. Lapras looks pretty accurate as well. Ditto looks good. Ditto is supposed to be blue. Eevee, once again, kind of looks like they just tried to take the color out instead of just changing the color. Vaporeon looks beautiful. Jolteon almost looks brown when it's supposed to be like a brightish green almost. And then Flareon's supposed to basically have Eevee's colors, which it definitely doesn't here. It's a purple. Porygon looks freaking crazy. It's not supposed to have green on it at all. That part's supposed to be basically white. Ammonite's supposed to have pink on it, which it doesn't. Same with Amistar. They just changed the blue instead of doing anything else. Kabuto, again, looks like they just ripped the color from it when it's supposed to be a bright green. Same with Kabutops. This thing is supposed to be like an outstanding lime green, and it's just not. Aerodactyl almost looks accurate. I'll say that that's pretty spot on. Snorlax looks like it lost a lot of its color. Snorlax looks kind of sick. Nice, bright, minty fresh coat. I absolutely love that one. Zapdos is accurate. They even changed the beak and the feet. How are the flames on Moltres' head different from the flames on its wings? Can somebody answer me that? They say that they changed them the same, but how can they when things like that slip through? Honestly, straight out of Dragon Tales right there. That looks amazing. Dang, it makes me jealous. And Mewtwo, also, once again, this looks like a Super Smash Bros. Fighter. Mewtwo's a character in Super Smash, and it looks like just one of the ones that they use in that game. Mewtwo's supposed to have a green tail, which to me doesn't really seem like that hard of a change. But here we go, this thing's like basically purple, which is normally the color that it has, but at the same time, it's just not the right shade. This is like a great popsicle purple, and the other one was like a Motrin. And last but not least, for Generation 1, we have Mew, which isn't accurate at all. It just has blue feet and a blue tail, kind of, but it's supposed to be completely blue, not just in patches, so we're gonna give them a no on that one. And with that, we have finished Generation 1, on to Generation 2. I'm really hoping that they are just as crazy as Generation 1, but I really don't see that happening simply because Pokemon Stadium 2 is Generation 2's game, so I feel like they would have them correct, but at the same time, they screwed some of those up that were so easy to get right that I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of these were off. First up is Chikorita, which is pretty accurate, to no surprise. I think that this whole family, Bayleaf is decently accurate, and then Meganium, it's got a beautiful flower. Oh my gosh, that's not accurate, but it looks really good. Cyndaquil is rocking green on it, just like in the other one it had like green flames, so I wonder if the flames are still green. Same with Quilava, it's green instead of like an orange. And then Typhlosion is straight up blue. It's straight up normal. This looks like a normal Typhlosion. Totodile, let's see if it's got the blue scales. It doesn't, so that's not right. Croconaw, once again, not completely accurate. I'd say that the body is right, but this stuff, it's just not. It's supposed to be dark blue. Sentret looks like garbage. Furret is pretty accurate. Furret looks good. Hoot Hoot is supposed to be straight up gold. They kind of put a filter over it, but that looks good. Noctowl looks flawless. Noctowl looks exactly like it should. Same with Ladybug. Ladybug looks really good. And then Lady In, it's not 100%, but it's still pretty good. Spinarak looks crazy. Look at that. That thing looks terrifying. Look at the eyes on it. Not the correct shiny. The legs are supposed to be pink, not blue, but this thing looks terrifying. I love it. Ariados looks not bad. Pretty accurate. Crobat. It looks not as bad as normal, but still not good. Chinchou looks pretty normal. Lantern, same. I'll say Lantern looks spot on, especially for this gen. Pichu looks kind of crazy. I don't need them to be 100% right. I just need them to make sense. It makes sense that Pichu was those colors. All these babies are probably going to be accurate. The first two were. Togepi, I really don't know. In that gen, they just switched the colors, so I don't know if these are accurate. They're not terribly wrong, so I'll give them that. Natu is, though. Holy crap, Natu's terribly wrong. That thing looks so cool. Oh my gosh, Natu just gets super saturated instead of anything else. And here, they changed the whole feathers to blue. Xatu looks really good too. There's no correlation between the two shinies, but I like that one a lot. Mareep has a green face. It's got the right fur, but nothing else. And Flaffy is not even close to Mareep's. Flaffy is yellow. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But then Ampharos is 100% accurate. I just don't get it. And maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Blossom looks really pretty. It doesn't look accurate, but it looks good. Meryl is in the right direction. Azumarill's in the right direction too. I like the blue ears they added though. Sudowoodo is not accurate. It's supposed to have red instead of green. And then Politoed looks very off. Hoppip is crazy too. This looks so good. Oh my gosh. The only thing that this is doing is making me wish that these were the shinies in the actual main series games, because this looks crazy cool and Hoppip just turns to like a green, like a dark, gross green. This stands out like crazy. In my opinion, this is a really good shiny. They may not be the best colors. I do like the blue for the leaves, but you know, it's not the best color on it. It's like a yucky yellow, but it still looks really good. When those two contrast like that, oh my gosh, it goes such a long way. Skiploom, oh my lord, that looks not good at all. And then Jumpluff is almost there. It's almost accurate. Sunkern changes more than it should. They give it a lot of credit there. Sunflora doesn't look great. And then Yanma looks like Shiny Yanmega. Wooper looks pretty good. Wooper's accurate. Same with Quagsire. I'll give him that one too. Both are pink. Here, they're pink as well. Espeon looks crazy cool. Oh my lord, that looks amazing. It looks like they whited it out. It's got a blue dot on it. This is not even close to the shiny in the main series games. The shiny in the main series games, as most of you know because most of you hate it, is just like a bright lime green. But here, this thing, oh my gosh, this is a head turner. Look at this thing. And then Umbreon, oh, what? What? I can't pause it. I'm just gonna make it keep repeating it. That is ridiculous. Somehow they can't get any of these shiny colors accurate, but then in Umbreon's case, he's got freaking Technicolor rings. What the heck is going on? This guy's up in the club. That is actually insane. That is like an Easter egg almost. And Murkrow looks crazy cool too. Slowking, we're back to the dumpster children. This thing looks bad. And then Mischievous, it keeps that ugly color on its body, but it's rocking the nice blue jewelry. And then Unknown just looks like a normal Unknown. This blows me away. How fascinating is it that some of these are just so crazy different? Like that Umbreon thing seems like an event Pokemon. Giraffrig was wrong. Pineco, we'll give it to them. Fortress is not correct at all. Doesn't look like that. I wish it did. This looks really freaking good. Dunsparce just looks like it got a sunburn. And then Gligar, not too accurate there. It's supposed to be a little more blue. Though Steelix looks good, and the texture of him looks amazing. He's super glossy. Look at that. That guy's got hollow on him. Snubbull, the right body, but the wrong everything else. Granbull, I wish that it looked like this. Quillfish looks almost spot on. This one's pretty accurate. And then Scizor is like just a hair off. It's almost like the metallic that they put on it just makes it different. Shuckle's supposed to be blue, so that's not accurate. Heracross is way more accurate in this game than it is in XD and Coliseum. Sneasel looks absolutely terrifying. And then Teddy Ursa looks so freaking good. I feel like I invented these shinies. I feel like I made them. This is so much cuter and so much better than the green. Though I really like the green. I like Teddy Ursa and Ursa Ring shinies. But come on, Teddy Ursa with a little moon rocking a blue. Oh my gosh, this thing's making me melt. Look at that. And then Ursaring looks like garbage. Slugma is supposed to be white. This is straight up purple, so that's not even close. But then Magcargo kind of is close because he's supposed to have something similar to that color for skin. Not quite right. Swinub's not accurate at all. Swinub does not look like that, even in Gen 2. Piloswine looks like it got peed on, so that's correct. And then Corsola goes from pink to blue like so many other ones, so that's completely accurate. Remoraid is one of those shinies I don't even pay attention to, so I think that was pretty close. And then Octillery's pretty close too. Octillery wasn't too far off. Delibird is 100% spot on, so they crushed that one. And Mantine has green on it. Take a look at this. He's got a Remoraid there, which doesn't share the same shiny sprite that it did before. Skarmory looks like he's got pink on it. It didn't flap its wings, but it had pink in the mouth. So that was supposed to be green. Houndour and Houndoom, a little lackluster, nothing too crazy there. They should have been blue. And then Kingdra isn't quite accurate at all. Phanpy isn't either, but it looks really good. That looks so cute. And then Donphin is supposed to just be when in doubt, golded out, and it's straight up purple. Oh my gosh, that looks crazy. This one is hands down one of my favorites. Look at the colors on this Porygon too. Oh my gosh, it's supposed to share the same colors as a shiny Porygon, which it doesn't normally. So it's so strange to me that when they do the palette swap or however they make the shinies in these games, it yields a different result. And then Stantler right after. I feel like we keep getting really crazy good ones, like this Smeargle right here. This guy looks like he's freaking rocking Alolan Persian colors, and then right after usually we have a really bad one. But here, Tyrogue doesn't look bad at all. Hitmontop, doesn't look bad. Not exactly what it should be. And then Smoochum is not even close. It's got a purple face, purple body. It's supposed to just get really dull colors. Elekid looks pretty spot on for what it should be. Same with Magmy, I'll say. Magmy looks pretty good. And then Miltank looks more purple than blue, but isn't too crazy. Blissey, straight up pink, but like a hot pink. And then we're at the legendaries. We're right at the end, guys. Raikou is not even close to accurate. Entei, not even close to accurate. And then Suicune, not even close to accurate. 3 for 3 on screwing those ones up, and they don't even look that good. Here, Larvitar, once again, one of those that it just looks like they took the color out of it. Pupitar looks pretty accurate. And then Tyranitar just looks like he got a revamp. Actually, you know what? It looks like for Tyranitar, they flopped the colors that it should be because inside it should be purple, not on the outside. The outside's purple there, and then the inside's like almost like a orangish brown. But in the real games, it's supposed to be the opposite of that. So it's so crazy. They did like a color swap there. Lugia looks so freaking good. It normally has pink on the eyes and the belly, but here it's just straight up blue. Sometimes subtle changes aren't very good, but in this case, when they go from like a super dark blue to like a saturated bright blue, I think it really works, and right here, that comes through. Ho-Oh looks so bad. I wanted Shiny Ho-Oh in this game to look really good just because I love Shiny Ho-Oh normally, and I was really excited to see what it would look like here. It looks like garbage. It's got purple feet, so and a yellow tail, so that's something. But for real, I'm so disappointed with that. And last but not least, we have a very accurate shiny freaking Celebi. There you have it, guys. That is all of the shiny Pokemons in Generation 1 and Generation 2 in Pokemon Stadium 2. It was really crazy cool to look at these. I just find it so interesting that they're so different from what we normally see, and I want more people to see that, so that's kind of why I made this video. If you enjoyed this video and enjoy videos like this in general, please give this video a thumbs up. But once again, thank you guys so much for watching. More videos are coming very soon, but until next time, this is Supreme Arcanine signing out. See you guys later.